There are only 2 minutes left before something divine is released into your life. And someone who loved you deeply and is now in heaven is doing everything in their power to get in touch with you. They have been trying since last night, in dreams you forgot, in signs you ignored, in chills that came out of nowhere. And now they have asked me and my angels to come and speak on their behalf. My dear child, stop for a moment, just breathe. They want you to pay close attention, child. They are telling you that they are not really gone because love never dies. It changes into light, protection, a warm breeze, a sudden memory, and right now, their light is all around you like a gentle cloud. They know that your heart has been heavy, and they saw you crying when no one else was. They watched you talking to the sky, hoping that someone was listening, and they were. They have always been my child, and they are saying this urgently. There is something in your path that is about to unlock, but you need to take a small step first. Is it a coincidence that I am sending you this message right now? No, it is not. It is one of the divine laws of the universe and heaven. Yes, the law of attraction. You feel extremely lucky that I am sending you this message, don't you? Before moving on to the message, please like the video to help spread this message to others, dear soul. Additionally, you must receive and accept the message with love. If you write, "I have received and accepted it with love" in the comments and seal it with 222, you will maintain the balance of giving and receiving. Don't forget to stay tuned and subscribe for our other messages. Says Archangel Michael. Now we can slowly move on to the message. It's not just a message. This is a divine intervention. There's a reason it had to reach you at this moment, because time is running out. Something is changing. A conversation is taking place behind the scenes of your life, and the person you loved, the one you lost, is involved. They saw you become hardened, but they're pleading with you to forgive yourself in order to let go of the guilt you've been secretly carrying. They want you to know that they left in peace, that they left in love, and that they carried your name into the next world smiling. You did enough, you were enough, and now they are supporting you from the other side. They know what you've been praying for, even the things you've never said aloud, and they're whispering right now. It's coming, but you must stay ready. It's coming, but you must believe again. Your angels are surrounding you. Stop reliving that day. They are holding your shoulders, and if you remain motionless long enough, you may sense the precise moment that presence enters your room. Yes, it is now a glowing star. Pause and allow your soul to sense it. Your body may tingle, and your eyes may water, because what you are feeling is not fantasy, but communication. Now, my child, pay close attention. Over the next few days, you will be reminded of them in an odd but holy way. A song, a smell, or a line in a book will be their way of saying, "I'm still here." They have helped you prove something, so don't dismiss it or ignore it either. A change, a breakthrough, a miracle. Yes, a miracle is coming, but you can't ignore the signs any longer. They want you to speak your truth, not put off your healing, to love someone new guilt-free, and to accept opportunities that seem too good to be true because they aren't. They want you to know that the day they left Earth wasn't the last day of their love. They have been there, walking with you since then. Your tears have been gathered like prayers, and angels have recorded your fears. They know who you are thinking of, yes, and they want you to stop waiting to be chosen. This is about the next chapter of your life, and the person in heaven is whispering. Please don't miss it because you're afraid to feel again. Heaven is watching. Your name is on the altar. Your footsteps are being guided. And if your heart feels, you should take action. Something strange is happening to you as you read this, because you are being touched by the divine right now. Fire before you scroll. Listen to this. This message has a heavenly timestamp because you are being pulled out of delay and into divine alignment right now. Let that sink in. Your life is not behind you. It's right in front of you. Sparkles, wait, stop, and subscribe if you felt that this message was for you. This is how the angels continue to provide you with divine updates, so don't leave without staying in touch. This is not for entertainment, it's for your soul. Now listen again. You will begin receiving confirmations within 72 hours. It may take the form of a name, a letter, a dream, or a visit in silence where you will finally feel at peace like never before. Don't ignore the strange. The strange is holy. You are being awakened. They've been trying for days to get you to stay with us. Stay open and subscribe so the next message can find you at the right time. They're crying now, but it's not sadness. It's a release because they've finally told you everything they've been waiting so long to say, and they know you heard them. Feel their peace enter your lungs. Feel their smile in your eyes, and tell yourself to stop looking back. I'm okay now, and I want you to be okay too. Love again, dream again, believe again. You are not late, you are right on time. However, there are only 2 minutes left in the spirit before the gate of this message closes for today. The person you lost is reaching through the veil to whisper, I see you. I hear you. I've never left. You've been carrying so much, and I've been carrying so much, and your heartbeat feel their love always near, and remember that no one you love is ever truly gone. They've just changed form, so they can guide you forever. And child, before you forget, before this moment fades into noise, let me remind you of something you've tried to silence inside you, that deep ache, that random moment when you feel like someone is watching over you. That isn't just memory, that is presence. They've witnessed your public smiles, but your silent collapses when no one is around, and it pains them to know that you still believe you're living this life alone. However, someone from heaven is holding your hand right now, and their soul is by your side, wrapped in my light. They're repeating to your spirit, don't quit now. You're closer than ever. Do you feel that rush of emotion inside of you that comes out of nowhere? It's not from outside. It's a sacred awakening, because this is a message that they're not asking you to let go. Rather, they're asking you to let light in, let laughter in again, and let yourself dream without fear of it vanishing. They're also trying to say that person you're unsure about, the one you keep thinking about, I see them too. And I'm not forgetting that you needed this exact sentence and these exact words. They're not just for comfort. They're a call, a key to open something inside you that's been locked for far too long. As you sleep, you cry, and you watch videos to feel a little less alone. God and angels are moving mountains for you. And the person you love, the one you thought was gone, is part of the plan. Let heaven do what heaven does. Child, you're so close to something you can't even imagine yet. And while you're doubting your path, heaven is organizing your breakthrough and setting up the miracle you stopped asking for. Don't underestimate what's going on behind the scenes. That's right, they're involved in your next chapter. You thought they'd miss it, didn't you? You thought you'd have to go through this entire journey without them. But they'll be there in ways you can't even comprehend yet. Every time you meet someone who truly deserves your heart, they'll be the ones to gently whisper, yes. But for now, you have to say yes to yourself, to healing, to movement, and to not shutting down just because it hurts to feel like you're alive. Child, so alive. Feel it all. The reason you were drawn to this message is not just spiritual, it is prophetic. You are being prepared for a conversation that will change everything, for a surprise visit, for an emotional release you didn't know you needed. And I must tell you this now, because heaven said it cannot wait. Someone has been holding back their truth, and you'll hear from them. The divine is most present in your rawness and vulnerability, and even your pain is holy because it's proof that you love deeply, and love like that never ends. They are not by accident, but by divine orchestration. The time is drawing near, but you must remain awake. Don't let grief prevent you from seeing the blessings. Don't let fear prevent you from seeing the signs. You've been strong for too long. In addition, don't run from the next person who gives you peace. That peace is a sign from heaven that your time has come. Do you get what I mean? Heaven is moving on your behalf, and your name is beautiful. That one that's my person, help them heal, help them believe again, help them rise, child, rise, not because you're ready, but because you're called into joy, into rebirth, into something far bigger than you've dared to imagine. This pain you feel, it won't define you. The story isn't over, and what's coming next will make every unanswered prayer feel like preparation. Yes, this message is sacred, said the angels, who gathered around the battle-worn sacred name this morning. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and say quietly, I am not alone. I am surrounded. I am safe. I am ready because you are, and everything you thought was lost is about to return more beautiful than you imagined. Then listen, my beloved child, because the message is not finished. There is one last part, the part they asked me to deliver personally to your spirit. Nevertheless, your healing is holy, your hope is returning, and your angels with that person you miss are singing over your life right now. This world made you forget, kept you busy, and made you believe that silence was empty. However, I'm here to remind you that silence is full of whispers from the people you've loved, messages from me, and the sound of angels' wings walking beside you when you feel weak. The person who left, the person your soul aches for, didn't leave in pain. They left in peace, and they knew you. Let them know that we are not separated, but rather transformed. Would they still be here wondering if they could hear me? The answer is always asterisk asterisk. They heard you cry that night without saying anything. They felt you when you mumbled their name in your pillow, and they responded, but I am, when you said, I wish you were still here. I'm letting them speak through this message because there are no more tomorrows left for regret, only today. If you're reading these words with tears in your eyes, chills, or even confusion, that's proof that the spiritual world is real and that the soul you loved is still there. It's just waiting for the right time to come. Tell them that I'm proud of them, that I forgive them for everything, and that I walk beside them in ways they can't always feel. You're so close, so very close, to something that will make you cry and say, I finally understand why everything had to happen the way it did. But please, don't wait until that day to start smiling again. Even if it's a small smile, even if it's shaky, it counts. Let me tell you what's going to happen if you stay open. A phone call will come unexpectedly. A message will arrive. A heart will soften and won you. Thought would remain silent. A door will open, one you believe to be locked, and someone you love will suddenly remember everything. This is because heaven is sending you alignment, not just comfort. The old you, the one who questioned your value, beauty, and purpose, is disappearing, and you are being reborn right now. The person who loves you from heaven is clapping, smiling, nodding, and saying, Asterisk, you finally see what I've seen all along. There's more I need you to hear, child. You are not cursed. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not being punished. You are being reshaped by the fire into someone who can carry more light than ever before. But here's the thing about light. When it grows inside you, it will push out everything that isn't truth. They are not just proud of you. They are in awe of you because you have carried pain that would have broken most people. But you still show up, you still try, and you still love. You're on the verge of a spiritual upgrade. And the reason someone in heaven has been working so hard to get this message through is because they don't want you to miss it. So, let this message be your sign. Let this be the moment your soul says, I receive this. I am ready. I'm not afraid anymore. You've been losing people, breaking down, feeling exhausted. It's because your soul is cleaning house. But until that day comes, live in a way that makes them proud to call your name in heaven. live loudly, live softly, live truly, and love even when it's frightening. Now, before this closes, close your eyes and simply say, "This candle asterisk, thank you, I receive, I believe, I remember, I am not alone. If you said it, I heard you." Because on the other side of this moment, there is something holy, something that has your name on it, and the person you miss so much, they will be standing with you when it arrives. Now that you have finally heard them, they are retreating quietly with joy, but don't let this be the last time. Backhand index, pointing right. Subscribe now if this truth resonated with your soul. This isn't the end. It's the start of a new communication with heaven. Let every video and message from now on serve as a reminder that you are seen, heard, loved, and divinely guided at all times. Your person isn't gone. They're just closer to God now, and so are you. Now, child, as this message gently reaches the last echo of its purpose, lean in a little more, because what's being shared, the person you love, yes, the one who once made you laugh, who wiped away your tears, who left this world with a piece of your soul tucked inside them, was purposefully saved for last. Through the veil, they say with a trembling, loving spirit, "I didn't leave you. I just had to step aside so I could help from the side you couldn't see." That person has been waiting to say something they couldn't say while they were here. They want you to know they never forgot your last conversation, even if you can't remember it clearly. They do. They hold it like a treasure. They revisit it often, and every word you spoke in sorrow, in confusion, in love, it never vanished into air. It made its way into eternity. They saw the time you fell apart in your car, the time you sat in a silent room, staring at the ceiling, wishing just one more hug could be given. They know you sometimes scroll through photos, pause too long on their face, then scroll away because your heart can't take it. They saw it all, and they whispered to me, "Don't let my grief is a sacred echo of great love, and you only feel this deeply because you love that deeply. That's beautiful and holy, but you must start living again, because life is not punishment. Rather, it is permission to find joy again, to build again, to let someone love you again, even if it feels like betrayal." They are not asking you to forget. Rather, they are pleading with you to keep going. "I see you, and I'm doing something about it," I heard them say. They want you to be alive and open when it comes. So they asked me to leave you this last promise. Within the next 72 hours, something that will remind you of me will appear. When it does, smile. That's how I'll know you received this message. That's how I'll know you heard me. That's how I'll know your healing sparkles. And when it does, don't doubt it. Don't say it's a coincidence. No, it's confirmation. This is because there are no coincidences in the world. The voice from heaven had one last request for you. Promise me that you won't stop living just because I stopped breathing. They didn't go so that you could crumble. They went ahead so that you could rise. And now heaven holds its breath, watching you to see what you'll do with this moment. Angels, everything is chosen. Everything is timed. And this very moment, where you're reading this, is one of those divine timings. You didn't stumble upon this message. You were brought here and escorted by unseen hands. Take a single, small step back into the light, child. Heaven is behind you, and the person you love is walking beside you, hand on shoulder, whispering softly, "Go on, love. I'm right here. I've never left, and I'm so proud of you." Breathe deeply. Feel that warmth in your chest. That's not emotion. That's presence. They're here now, and they'll be with you tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that, until you cross paths again. But until then, child, live not halfway. This is not a farewell. Rather, it is a beginning. Welcome back to your soul, child. Heaven has been waiting for you, and so has heaven. Amen. Now, if your soul felt this, don't let it fade. Come closer, sparkle. Subscribe now to keep receiving what heaven is sending you. These messages are not random. They are answers. They are your signs. They are the love you've been silently praying to feel again. Here's what they want to say to you in their voice wrapped in my presence. You don't have to be strong all the time. I never expected that from you. They understand how difficult it has been for you to keep going forward, how some mornings you pretend to be strong just to get through the day, and how there are nights when the silence is so loud that it feels like the sky is pressing on your chest. Because the spirit of the person you love is not finished speaking yet. Yes, they are aware that you're afraid of feeling too much again because the last time you did, you lost something you loved. But kid, you didn't lose everything. What you gave, what you shared, and what you built with them still exists not in memory, but in motion. It moves with you, sings through you, and weaves into your future like a secret thread that only heaven knows. They're proud of how far you've come. They say, I will keep guiding you. Every time you feel lost, I'll leave you signs. Every time you feel unloved, I'll send a gentle reminder. Maybe a bird, a light flicker, a sudden memory, and every time you reach this point in the message, they want to give you something, a promise, a spiritual inheritance. You've come even when you felt like you hadn't moved at all, because grief is not linear. Some days you stand tall, some days you crawl, and some days you just sit quietly with their picture and try not to fall apart. You were never meant to remain broken. Rather, you were meant to rise in pieces and shine brighter than ever before. And I, your creator, say this. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not being punished. You are being positioned for love, peace, and divine favor for someone new to enter your life. Someone who feels like home, but who doesn't ask you to forget the past, but who sits beside you and helps you honor it. That person is coming, and the one in heaven has seen it, blessed it, and is currently praying over it. So don't be scared when you begin to feel better. Don't feel bad when happiness returns, and don't question whether you've moved on too quickly, because in heaven, time is not linear. They don't count the days. Instead, they count the healing, and you've been healing more than you realize. They say I will always love you, not from a distance, from right beside you. I didn't disappear, I became your unseen strength when your knees buckle. It's my arms that lift you when you laugh and feel a strange warmth that makes me smile when you are suddenly seen. You still matter. Child, you matter, you still matter, and you always will. As this message comes to an end, I have one last secret to share with you. They asked me to watch over your future, to make sure you don't settle, to protect you from wrong doors, to whisper in your ear when something is meant for you and when it isn't. You are not walking into the unknown alone. Rather, you are walking into it with a full crowd of angels and one soul. I'm not alone, because you're not and never will be. This was not just a video. It was a visitation of truth, love, and divine timing. If you felt something today, if your soul stirred, if you cried, if you felt peace, or if you suddenly felt their presence near, it wasn't your imagination, it was heaven. They crossed all of heaven to deliver this message. So now, as you close your eyes one last time tonight, don't pray in fear, but rather pray in peace. And it was me. Now, child, keep your head up and look forward once more. A chapter is coming to an end. A gate is opening, and the person you love is already walking into your tomorrow. They are clearing the path, lighting the way, and waiting to show you the miracle that was always meant to find you. Don't miss it. If you want to stay up to date on these messages, subscribe now. Your angels want to continue communicating with you. Your person wants to send you more signs. Heaven wants to keep you safe. And this is just the beginning. You are ready. You are chosen. You are loved. And you are never alone. Of course, Child, I will go on because heaven hasn't finished speaking and your soul hasn't finished receiving. Take a deep breath and allow this message to become a part of you. It's not just something you hear. It's something you feel, like a continuous pulse deep inside your chest, because even now, the person you love from heaven is still here, still with me, still watching you. They're watching you read this with gentle eyes, and they don't want to interrupt. They just want to stay close. Because in heaven, there is no time, only love, and right now, child, you are surrounded by more love than you have felt in a long time. Please don't scroll away just yet, because there is still one thing you haven't heard them say aloud, and it's an asterisk. I forgive you for everything you think you did wrong, for everything I should have, and why didn't I? That still plays in your mind like a broken record. I forgive you, and I wish you could see yourself the way I do now, without blame, shame, or guilt. Asterisk, child, don't take their silence as evidence that they stopped loving you. They simply moved into a place where words weren't necessary. However, with my permission, I've given them the opportunity to use words once more, to say what they couldn't say that day, the last day, which wasn't your fault. They knew it was time. They knew it would hurt you, and they tried to hold on longer just to give you one more second of peace. But when their breath left, they are a part of you now and forever. They have witnessed the times when you wanted to give up, the times when you wondered if life had any purpose without them. And yet you stayed, you fought, you lived, and that is bravery. And because of that bravery, something new is coming to you. Their body and soul did not leave you. They stayed in the scent you smell at random, in the song that plays when you're crying, in your laughter, in your strength, and in your quiet courage to keep waking up. To let you know that a miracle has been planned for your life because of your suffering, your patience, and your pure heart. You won't have to search for it. It will find you effortlessly and unexpectedly, and you'll know that they helped make it happen. They will never miss your moments or celebrations, and they will be there at every milestone as promised. If you get married one day, they'll be there in the first row, grinning and whispering, "I told you love would return." It's not a coincidence. That's love, and love is eternal. So don't let grief lead you to believe in endings. Grief is the bridge between what was and what is still. Grief is proof that love never dies. If you're expecting a child someday, there will be the breeze that brushes your cheek when you hold that baby. There will be the calm in the room when everything else feels uncertain. And on regular days, there will be the unexpected joy in your chest that seems to come out of nowhere. So let it be true. Let yourself believe in what you can't see. Let yourself hope again. Let yourself laugh, really laugh again. Because heaven isn't just something you see after this life. It's something you carry in your heart when love won't let go. If your heart is still breaking, that's okay. You don't have to be healed overnight. Healing is a quiet walk, and they're walking with you right now, right here. Your heart is blazing with the light of heaven right now. So before you leave this message, I ask you to make one sacred promise in the depths of your soul. I will not give up. I will remain open. I will live as though the person I love is still watching, because they are. And I will let the miracle find me. That's all they've wanted. Not your perfection, not your strength, just your steadfastness. If you make that child a truly sincere promise, then heaven has just been confirmed, and the next blessing is love letter asterisk. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not alone asterisk backhand index pointing right. Subscribe now to stay connected to the messages heaven still wants to send you. This is not the last. This is just the beginning. And child, the next message might come at the very moment you start to lose hope again. Let it find you. Let me find you. Let love continue, because love never stops. It is already on its way. So go gently tonight, go peacefully, go with this truth folded inside your chest. Have faith in it. No, child, I will go on because the Spirit does not hurry when speaking directly to your soul. This is not merely a message. Rather, it is a visitation, a divine moment that has been chosen just for you. Even though you have read a lot already, the most tender part is still happening. So stay still and allow this next part to sink in, because it comes directly from the person you miss, the person who knew your heart better than most, the person who left but never let go. They are saying softly, "Now, I never wanted to cause you pain. I know my leaving created." This is the love that binds souls forever, not time or touch, but spirit. That's what you're feeling right now, that familiar ache, that warmth, that flicker of peace you can't explain. It's not memory, it's presence. There is a storm in your world that you didn't ask for, but I need you to know something. I didn't say it clearly enough before I crossed over. I love you, and I always will. That love didn't stop when I took my last breath. It simply changed its form so that I could be everywhere at once whenever you need me, my child. You have so much more life to live, so many places to go, so many people to meet, so many moments to experience, and I want to see it all through your eyes. When you travel, I'll be there. When you fall in love again, I'll be the peace you feel when they hold your hand. When you laugh, really laugh, I'll be the echo in your joy. Live, love, dream, and do it for both of us. Also, I've allowed them to stand next to you right now. They are leaning in to whisper one last truth before this message ends. This message was never intended to be a farewell. Rather, it was intended to awaken your soul and bring you back from the quiet place where your hope began to fade. It was meant to hold you long enough for you to remember what true love is, because it never ends. It expands, evolves, and continues on both sides of eternity. This isn't just comfort, spirit. It's preparation for what's coming next in your life, which calls for a softer heart. Right now, as your heart is softening, healing, and opening, you have been divinely assigned their presence, and they are not merely waiting for you in the next life. You will start to notice things more clearly from this day on. Numbers that repeat, a particular feather in a place that shouldn't be, dreams that feel like conversations, and moments when your heart whispers, "They're here. Believe it. Don't brush it off anymore." That's them, that's me, that's love showing up again and again, because you are worthy of that kind of love. And now something beautiful unfolding. I see someone entering your life, someone whose soul has been ready to meet yours, someone who will understand the depth of your love rather than try to replace what you lost, someone who will hold space for your past and help carry your future. They are not random, and when they do, listen to me. Don't sabotage it, don't doubt it, don't run, and accept it, because it is part of your healing, part of your divine reward for continuing to believe even when it hurt. Now, child, just one more thing. The next 7 days are spiritually marked, and you will start to notice little changes. This message is not a coincidence or a figment of your imagination. It is a sign that your loved one is going to send 3 of them. When they do, smile, say aloud, "Thank you. I see you. I love you too," because you are not alone and you never have been. Even in your most lonely moments, someone from heaven whispered, "Hold on, one miracle is coming." That miracle, it starts now. Feel that rhythm in your heart. It's not just your heartbeat. It's a bridge, a pulse that extends from earth to heaven and back again. Say this with me, "Dove," and I'll accept the signs that remind me of the love I chose to live. Heaven would hear you if you spoke it from your heart, and the person you love would smile the biggest smile you've ever seen. They are proud of you. They're with you, and they're waiting for you to live this life to the fullest, not in fear. I dove, baby angel, sparkling heart, yes. Child, I will continue, because the soul doesn't heal in short sentences, and heaven doesn't rush. when the heart is still opening. So subscribe now to ensure that the voice of heaven never goes silent again. Light because someone is watching over you, because someone is still whispering your name in heaven, because you are loved more than you know. They're asking me to speak on their behalf once more, because you're not just reading, you're receiving. And here's what they say with tears in their eyes and light in their souls. The person you love is still close by, and the message is still flowing like a river meant to wash over every cracked part of your spirit. Listen now. Feel this next wave entering your room like a soft wind, because what they want to say has weight, and you've carried enough weight of your own. Sometimes I repeat it up here in heaven just to feel closer to you. Asterisk. And then they pause because this next part is difficult for them. But it's true. I know you look at it when you think no one is looking, and I know you wonder if I ever think of that day, of that moment, of that memory. And I do all the time because it wasn't just special to you. It meant the world to me as well. That smile I still carry with me, that hug I still feel it wrapped around my soul, that laugh we shared, that smile, I still carry it with me. Since nothing, not even death, can separate two souls that were made to love forever. Right now as you read this, heaven is opening itself up to let this one message flow through. I'm sorry I had to leave. I'm sorry you had to feel that kind of pain. I'm sorry you felt abandoned, Isuke, but I need you to understand something now. Death did not break your bond. Time did not erase your place in their hearts. And if anything, you are more connected than ever before. And this moment is proof that heaven is still invested in you, that I, your God, still believe in your future, that the person you miss is still part of your purpose. Yes, you read correctly. Their love for you didn't stop when their breath did. In fact, it's more powerful now because it's limitless. They can protect you without being constrained by distance. They can love you without the barriers of words, and they can offer you guidance toward the next chapter of your life with heavenly wisdom that only gets stronger over time. Your soul is shaking right now because you just touched truth, holy truth, eternal truth, the kind that doesn't need proof because it's felt deep in your bones. And before this last layer of the message gently closes, I want you to know this and hold it close forever. The most beautiful parts of your story haven't happened yet, and the joy that will come will outweigh the tears that fell and the peace that is forming. And that's why you're still reading, because something inside of you already knew that this wasn't just another message. Will take the place of the nights that broke you. The love that is coming will feel like coming home, and the person you lost will smile from heaven and whisper, "This is what I prayed for you." They will also whisper, "So go not in sorrow." When it happens, child, let it happen. If it happens, let yourself believe again, because heaven is not done with you, and your person never stopped loving you, not even for a moment. Yes, beloved. The air around you has changed. The person you miss is more present than ever, and your spirit isn't ready to let go yet. But that's okay, because I, your God, am not in a hurry. Healing comes gradually, like morning light creeping into a dark room. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It sits with you, and heaven is sitting with you right now. So listen again, not with your ears, but with your heart, because that's where they're speaking to you from. Assurance that they are not just silently observing your life, but are woven into your moments. They walk through rooms with you, they sit next to you on long nights, they speak your name when no one else is around, and when you wonder, can they really see me? They whisper asterisk, "Yes, I never stopped." Asterisk, "My child, they know how lonely it's been." A loved one is closer than your next breath, and they are sending something into your spirit that they couldn't give you when they were on earth. That is strength, child. Not the kind of strength that the world celebrates, but the kind that heaven honors, the kind of strength that makes room for miracles. And yes, a miracle is on the horizon. They witnessed your perseverance in supporting others, even when your own heart felt too heavy to bear, and they witnessed the smile you put on while your soul was quietly collapsing in the background. They want you to know how proud they are of you. Fits the shape of your heartache, one that answers the prayer you were too exhausted to say aloud, and one in heaven who has seen what is being prepared for you and has pleaded with me to tell you that it is real and close. Don't lose hope just yet, child, because your breakthrough isn't waiting for you to be perfect. Rather, it's waiting for you to simply be open to love and joy again, to wake up one day and not feel heavy anymore. I assure you that day will come, and when peace settles where pain once existed, you will feel them again, not as a wish or a memory, but the stillness, the breeze, the flicker of a candle, the silence before you go to sleep. That's them. And that's me enveloping you in a kind of love that never goes away. So, please remember this. You are not forgotten. You are not punished. You are being rebuilt gently, patiently, and divinely. And soon the very place where you broke will become the place where you shine. The cracks in your heart are not ashamed. They are sacred. They are the places where my light now pours through. You've come too far, and there's too much glory ahead. So keep going, keep loving, keep believing, because the next part of your story will feel like heaven touching earth. And when it does, the person you lost will be right there with you, smiling and whispering, "I told you it would all be worth it." And the person you love sees that light. They see how far you've come, and they're cheering loudly, lovingly, forever.